In section 3.1, it stated of the departmental report, it stated that the Canadian Armed Forces is growing towards its end state of 500,000 personnel. Yet the results achieved paint a very different picture. In every single performance indicator, percentages have dropped year after year. Force establishment is down 5%, reserve forces are down 5%, and the percent of occupations with critical shortfalls is up a staggering 20%. Even the footnotes come right out and say that the department, under your leadership, cannot compete with the labor market or attract talent. So why is this, and why is that year after year that General Ayres' order your government has not only failed to reverse the recruitment and retention crisis, but statistically it's showing even worse?
I think there are a number of reasons why, in the aftermath of the pandemic and a number of other factors. I will also tell you that in my consultations with defense ministers from across the globe, including in the United States, they're facing similar recruitment and retention challenges. But there is important work that needs to take place. Perhaps I can turn to the Chief of Defense and have him explain, if you'd like.
If I may, Minister Blair, objectively and verifiably, the numbers contradict in this. For example, the title is called Canadian Armed Forces is Growing Towards Its End State of 101,500 Personnel. But then the numbers in the footnote absolutely disagree with it. So my question to you is, what objective steps have you actually taken and done to fix this recruitment and retention crisis? Because we can't support Operation Lentis or likewise if we don't have the people.
And thank you. I think the people are the most important part of the Canadian Armed Forces. I share your concern with the challenges the Canadian Armed Forces and other armed forces around the world have been facing with recruiting the talent that they need. And I think there are also challenges in retaining that talent, because many of the great men and women of the Canadian Armed Forces are finding it difficult to serve. And it does require that we work with them and make investments in housing, in childcare, in health services, and all of the important supports that the Canadian Armed Forces members need in order to continue to serve.
Okay, so speaking more specifically to housing and or childcare, in section 3.2, the percentage of CAF members who feel that the CAF can provide a reasonable quality life for service members and their families, and a percentage of CAF members who feel positive about their jobs are unavailable. Can you please explain why D&D is not including that in the departmental report?
Well, again, perhaps if you don't mind, I'll turn to the General because it's his report.
Well, we're straying a bit from the subject matter of the committee for today. That's a more appropriate question to the supplementary estimates, in which. Perhaps if you can tie your response to how this might affect the ability of CAF to respond to the aid to civil authority.
I can go on to the next question, perhaps, and allow or encourage him to have those available for the next meeting.
You can launch it that way, and we can carry on.
So moving forward, continuously families of CAF are losing confidence in CAF's ability to provide proper services, and a 6-point drop between surveys is really extremely worrying. So what are we doing to stop this? And I'm asking these questions because, again, the troop strength and the support of their families is relevant to how many people we are going to be able to, or how the CAF is going to be able to support Operation Lentis.
Thanks very much for the question. And I think it really is tied to investments that we have been making through the SSE initiative beginning in 2017. And we, although I'm encouraged and believe that we are making progress, it also identifies that much work needs to be done. We all know that in 2014, defense spending plummeted in this country below 1% of GDP.
Okay, so
it created a situation that was not supportive of the Canadian Armed Forces, and we've through SSE are increasing defense spending by nearly 70% over an 8-year period.
Okay, so when
to try to recover from that incredible deficit that we inherited.
Minister, when and where can we expect to see the investments that you're talking about when we have billions of dollars of cuts coming forward?
I'd invite you, for example, maybe drop over to the 22 wing at North Bay, where we just opened a brand new medical care facility for members there. Some of the investments that are being made right across the Canadian Armed Forces. But again, a lot of that infrastructure was allowed to deteriorate significantly until we began making a significant new investment in defense beginning in 2017. We've got a lot of work to do to catch up.
So we're investing, we're cutting. It's contradicting.
No,
Investing,
there's no
cutting.
contradiction.